I'm sure most of you out there are already aware, but I want to make a little video today to make sure everyone has heard that Glock has once again revolutionized the polymer handgun industry, because now the Glocks can be had with front serrations. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Big deal. But that actually brings up a question. A lot of people are always saying Glock needs to do this or Glock needs to do that to compete with other guns. Guns that have different features or more features or even better features in some people's minds. And people are always saying, okay, this is what they need to do to survive. This is what they need to do to be relevant. They're just getting outdated. And then a lot of people ask me, what do I think they need to do to become relevant once again? And I think the answer might surprise some people. What I think Glock needs to do is pretty much absolutely nothing. I think they need to just keep doing what they've been doing. They are like a baseline for the polymer gun industry. I know a lot of people say, well, I'd like to have a Glock with this feature that the M&P has, or I'd like to have Glocks that have the features, that the Walther PPQ has. Well, if you want the features of the M&P, buy the M&P. That's an option. If you want the features of the PPQ, buy the PPQ. That's an option. If we take Glock and we start changing it to where it's nothing more than a clone of the other guns, well, you don't have more options that way. A lot of people say, well, if Glock would do this, we'd have more options. No, you'd have less, because you already have those options on other guns. You already have other guns that are already like what you want Glock to be like. And if Glock became that, well, then you wouldn't have Glock anymore. I kind of relate it to, a lot of people love to say, I drive a Jeep Wrangler. I mean, people don't love to say that, but I actually do drive a Jeep Wrangler. Most people know that. And a lot of people love to say, well, the Jeep Wrangler needs to do this, and the Jeep Wrangler needs to do that to upgrade, and blah, blah, blah. Well, if they did, it wouldn't be a Jeep Wrangler anymore. And I think Jeep made the Renegade just kind of as a joke to people who say that. Kind of like, aha, this is what you would get if we made the changes to the Wrangler you wanted. How would you like to live in a world where the Renegade was the Wrangler? I don't think I would want to. But there is a Renegade now. People who want it can have it, but we still have the Wrangler. And that's kind of the way I feel about the Glock. If they made all the changes to it that people keep saying they want, we wouldn't have Glocks anymore. We would just have more of the same, more PPQ, more M&P. Right now, we still have Glock, and I think we need to keep Glock the way it is. Glock is perfect for people who just want a base, reliable, well-performing firearm that's simple to use, doesn't require a lot of knowledge or anything. It's just a great, simple gun. It's great for people who want that, and it's also great for people who see their gun as kind of like a base, and they're going to modify it to whatever they want it to be. Glock is great for that also, because you can buy pretty much everything for it and make it exactly how you want it to be. Pretty much any feature you say, I wish Glock would make the gun like this, you can take your Glock and add that feature to it pretty much. Outside of basic shape configurations, and you can even change that if you want to. If you don't like the grip angle, you can even buy different grips for it. So in the end, I just want to say, I don't think Glock really needs to change to stay relevant. Now, are they going to remain the number one gun in the polymer handgun industry? No, no one stays on top forever. But I think they're always going to have a certain portion of the market if they stay what they are. Because there's always going to be people who want all these other things, but there's also always going to be people who want a Glock. So that's why I think Glock needs to stay Glock, because we definitely need that option in the handgun community, and I don't want to see it go away.